Oh, hey, it's good to see you guys again. It's been a number of weeks. I said I wanted to talk every couple of weeks. It's been a little bit longer. I should have known better, having just started and really digging into things. I will be having my 2-month anniversary here on Friday. It's all been good. I really like what I'm seeing, and I'm really seeing great opportunity. What I'm seeing out there today is that there's no question, whether I talk to an analyst or to a customer or somebody in the press, we are the gold standard. You already know this. We are the gold standard when it comes to data management, data quality, master data management in the IT community. And those things are absolutely essential. We have an untapped opportunity to go after what that means to the end user, to the business user. And I think what I'd like to do is really talk a little bit more about that value-based selling approach and what it means to the end user. So let's go do that. Okay, you probably noticed that I just picked up a bunch of cups. It's going to make sense in just a second. So I want to dig into this value-based selling thing. So there's a couple of ways to approach an account or approach a market. We can show up and we can talk to people and we can say, we are the gold standard in data management. We are the leaders in master data management. We are the leaders in data integration. We are the leaders in data quality. Does that sound pretty good? It does sound pretty good, but it's not enough anymore. It absolutely is not enough. Because people are going to begin to ask, and they already are, so what does that mean? Well, we got to talk about what it means in terms of solving industry problems and what the quantifiable business benefit of our solution, what it is that we support. So, the message we have for banking. We can walk into a bank and we can say, we can bring in all your customer data into a single file across all your business units, and then you can go ahead and report against it. Sounds interesting, but what sounds better is, what if you walk in and say, what if I could tell you who your most profitable customers are? What if I could tell you that once you know who those profitable customers are, you can better market to them and cross-sell and upsell them? What would that mean to you in terms of incremental top-line revenue? There's a number associated with that. They're going to be very interested, and they're going to say, tell me more. But we're the leaders in master data management and data integration and data quality. We can piece that together for you. So that's banking. What about healthcare? So we talk about healthcare. Big opportunity out there. Healthcare, we've got General Electric systems in a hospital. We've got Siemens systems in a hospital. We have electronic medical records. We could walk in there and say, we can integrate all that for you so you understand everything your patient's doing. That's interesting, but we should walk in and we should say, what if I could tell you what the efficacy is of certain procedures and how they relate to other procedures? What if I could tell you the likelihood that your patient is going to survive while they're in the hospital? What does that mean to you from a reputational risk standpoint? We're going to get some attention, and people are going to come at us, and they're going to say, tell me how to do that. Well, the first step is understanding data is an asset to your organization, and we're the ones that can bring that together so you can make those things happen. So we got banking, we got healthcare. Let's talk about another one, government. You walk into a government, whether it's the U.S. government or it's the Philippines or it's someplace else, and you say, what's one of the biggest problems you've got? They say, tax fraud. What if I told you we could help you reduce tax fraud by 10 or 15%? Well, that would be worth a lot of money to me, the government would respond. Well, how do you do that? You do that by being the expert in data integration and data management. You don't go in and lead with the fact that you're the expert. Discuss the business problem, get the emotional hook, talk about the quantifiable business benefit, and you're off and running. So those are those industries, lots more industries, and that represents the work that we need to be doing. A new entry point into Informatica, which is the business value that we provide to organizations. How are we going to do it? Let's talk about that. So let's talk a little bit about how we're going to get to this point where we're talking about business value by industry. One of the things that we need to introduce is a formal messaging architecture here at Informatica. That'll help focus not only the marketing organization, but the sales organization, help us all understand what we're doing with messaging. Let's think of it as a pyramid. So this is a messaging architecture, and within the architecture, we have a number of elements. At the lowest level, we have product messaging. So, product 1, product 2, DM, DI, all the way out to product X. We do a really good job at this, and this is what we've done historically in selling to IT, is talk about what these products do. But then we need to introduce another level, which I will call the horizontal solution level. And this is talking about the value of a customer 360 view within an organization. Not necessarily for a particular industry, but what does a customer mean to your organization? It could be a supply chain activity, anything that cuts across industries that requires data management. Then we get up to this level, where we talk about industry one might be banking. The examples I just gave might be healthcare and other industries. And we'll define what those industries are. So what's the messaging necessary for each one of those? And then finally is the brand. Who is Informatica? And what is it that we represent to the marketplace? And what is it that we own? And we have to have this in place in the next month or so. And I feel pretty good about where we are. Again, we're really good at this product level. We know what we're doing at the horizontal solution and the industry level. We just need to start creating the assets necessary to fill out this messaging architecture. Once we have that done, we can look at potential redesign of the external web, also our internal intranet, making sure that we've got that covered as well. So that's how we're going to do it. Stay tuned for more of that, working with the management team and others on it. I welcome your suggestions on how we're going to go forward. To help support this, we're also going to introduce a content management system. We're going to begin to understand why it is we create certain content. What's the purpose? How long is that piece of content going to be out there? When does it expire and get removed? So, and lastly, I've got a few closing remarks, so let's go talk about that as well. So anyway, that was a really fast rundown as to what's been on my mind and sort of where we're headed and the importance of really doing this value selling thing and really starting to look at a more focused message architecture that we all can adhere to. A couple of closing comments. One is, I asked you last time to introduce yourselves, let me know what's on your mind. I may not have been very responsive, and I apologize for that. I'm reading the messages, and I will respond. I've just been a bit overloaded, and things will get better. I don't like not responding quickly, so you're going to see that improve. The last is, I really want to get your thoughts on what else you would like to hear in these communications. Does this format work for you? Would you like to see it in a different form? Would you like it supplemented with some written form as well? So let me know what you think, because it's about bringing this team together and really making a difference here at Informatica. So with that, I got work to do, you got work to do, and I very much appreciate your time today. Thanks.